Hello. Before we begin, I would like to say that I got this idea from somebody named, at least who I think I pronounce his name as, X Series the Psycho. I'll put the link in the description of his YouTube channel. Go check him out and sub. Alright. There are 4 different types of weight in this game. There's light load, where you basically just roll across the whole entire map in one button press. There's medium load, which is, it's very manageable. I normally play the game like this. And you can definitely still roll around pretty well. And now you're getting to where the game starts to get a little bit unplayable. This mode is called heavy mode, and you can't really run around very fast. And your roll is just so bad. And then there's the worst weight of all time. And this weight is called overloaded. You cannot sprint. I am trying to sprint right now. And when you try and roll, you just can't. Somebody's actually tried to beat the game like this. It's really bad. You also can't jump. And if you get into combat here, it basically ends up using so much more stamina. Just because you're just so overloaded. And I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but once you start actually swinging up against a boss fight, it gets pretty bad. FromSoft made it clear that you are not supposed to play the game in overload. I mean, it's so bad that somebody even made a challenge out of it, which means you're not supposed to play it like that. But in case you were even heavy load, which is incredibly hard to dodge with, they made an item. This item is pretty good. But I don't really know how it works, so let's find out. Alright, to make this much faster, what I did was I used mods, but don't worry, I'm offline. So it's not bad, alright. So the item that I'm talking about, it's called the Winged Crystal Tear. And basically what this does is it temporarily reduces equip load in mixed physic, as it says right there. So my question is, how far does this go? So I've gone and I've actually given myself every single weapon in the entire game and every single armor set. And basically what I want to do is I want to basically make one of the heaviest characters. I mean, I can't do all of it because I don't have all the talisman pouches, so I can't equip all the talismans. But basically, you get the point. I'm equipping extremely heavy stuff. So what I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to try and find the heaviest armor and weapons, and then I'm going to use the physic and see if it works. Alright, so the pumpkin helm is the heaviest helmet. Looks like the Bulgo armor is the heaviest chest piece. Seems like same goes for the gauntlets. And same goes for the greaves. So it's basically all Bulgo, but then the pumpkin helm. And I don't know why, but the Bulgo helm is just not as heavy as the pumpkin. So here's the armor. And as you can see, we are already overloaded. Now let's go on to the weapons. Alright, that took a bit, but the heaviest weapon seems to be the Giant Crusher. But I only got 2 of them, so I just put in the Golem's Halberd and whatever this big weapon is. They're pretty heavy, they might not be the heaviest. But this is basically what I have gotten for one of the heaviest builds in Elden Ring. And this clocks in a nice 207.3 weight, which is very, very high. And I'm not even sure if I could even do this on a normal character. So this man is massive. Alright, like, look at these weapons. He's got so many of them. They're just... like, I'm not sure how you could get much heavier. So now is the moment of truth. When we drink this flask, will we go down to a light roll or even like a heavy roll? Like, how far does this thing go? Alright, let's drink it. Moment of truth. Alright, so it's not a light roll. It's a heavy roll. But I mean... look at this. It's still a heavy load, but this boosts it up all the way to 223. That is crazy. Like, this flask, this tier is pretty amazing. Because you see, this is what the weight is normally. This is how much we can normally carry. It's it's basically 50. And that boosts up to 200. That is crazy. I mean, this flask it's kind of underrated. Like, I mean, look at it. I mean, sure, it's still a heavy, it's still a heavy roll. But who's really going to have all of these weapons in their inventory? Like, come on, it's not going to happen. So this flask, like, I might start using this tier. It's actually decent. Anyways, guys, thank you for sticking around till the end. If you have made it this far, good job. And like I said before, I got this idea from someone else, so it was in one of his streams. He didn't actually do a video about it. I'm not sure if I'm the first person to do a video about it. Probably not, because, I mean, Elden Ring's a pretty big game. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this and you want more content like it, consider subscribing, because this is mainly the type of stuff that I do. Also got a Discord if you want to be informed when I'm streaming or doing videos like that. Also, I mean, the bell's down there. I don't really normally tell people to ring that bell, but if you want to, go ahead. And like always, if you liked the video, like it. If you didn't like it, don't like it. And if you really, really liked it, then consider subscribing. And see you next time.